I'm ready to move on. That's
Okay.
why basketball is the greatest sport. Once again,
No.
why don't we just talk about where's AD going? How about that? Let's talk about something. Because first of all, did you all notice that literally the NBA overtook Super Bowl week? Because
only in Los Angeles.
Anybody talked
Only
about
in Los
all
Angeles.
week long
Only in
was
Los Angeles.
Anthony Davis and the NBA. Nobody talked about the NFL all week.
Yeah, I'm gonna be
at
honest.
all.
What he's saying, dude. Notice, Super Bowl week
Nobody talked about
is
it.
usually an event.
No,
They got all of the profiles that they're doing on the players.
You know,
dude,
I'm
it's like,
gonna
I
tell you
didn't watch
what.
none of that
NBA
this year.
trade deadline dominated
You know,
the Super Bowl.
I didn't
know
watch
what? I'm
any
gonna
of
say
that
this.
this year. Did you watch any of that stuff, like the profiles on the teams and the
There was
players
no
growing
news
up?
that came out. Like you
Yeah, I
didn't hear
did.
anything.
That's just me. I'm a nerd like that.
But nobody.
No.
I mean, that used to be part. That's like an event.
No,
like
but
Sunday.
I'm gonna
Super
tell you
Bowl
why.
Sunday all
No,
day.
I'm gonna tell you why,
because
because it was a foregone conclusion the Patriots were going to win.
No, that ain't have nothing to do
Everybody
with
knew
it.
the Patriots were going to win the
Every
game.
Dude, nobody
year-
knew that to the
Except for
fourth
him.
quarter.
Every year
Nobody
Super Bowl
knew that
week
to the
is
fourth
huge,
quarter.
but as a guy
everybody knew that.
who listens to
No,
Even
no.
the Rams knew they were going to lose.
as a
Dude,
guy
how
who
could you say
listens
that
to
when the game was tied at 3-3 in the fourth quarter? Anybody could have won that game.
No, not really.
I mean,
I'm going to tell you why. It's the same reason I knew the Patriots were going to win, even though Kansas City took the lead touchdown and left the Patriots 2 minutes to go in the game. Did anybody ever think
anyway,
the Kansas City was going to stop them from
the
scoring?
game could have.
Thank you.
Either team could have won the game.
Either
But-
team.
But I'm
And
gonna
both
put it
of them
like this:
sucked.
the NFL slipped this week. They did not
Majorly.
control the narrative all week. Anybody was talking about is where's Anthony Davis going and what's going
Every
on
headline I
coming
saw-
to the trade deadline.
every headline I saw, that's
First
all
of
it
all,
was
you had
about.
early in the week Porzingis news that Porzingis gets traded from the Knicks to the Mavericks, and then that basically lasted Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Then Anthony Davis makes his trade request. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday was all Anthony Davis. The NFL got one day.
NFL's still the big dog. I don't care what these
He's
guys
mad.
say.
Yeah,
Look,
fair enough.
look, you
The
can say what you
NFL
want, but at
the
the end of the
NFL
day, the
is still
NFL
the- still-
suffered
the-
this week.
The NFL
the
does not
NFL
suffer.
suffered.
NFL does
They
not
suffered.
suffer.
No
They may-
one
they may
cared.
take a
It
half
was
a
a
step
terrible
back.
product. Everybody's
Hey,
tired of the
listen,
Patriots.
in
You
business-
find. I tell you what.
In
You
business,
find
any backward steps,
No,
dude,
I'm
is
gonna
not
say this.
acceptable.
You find me when this is 2019, when you see all the ratings for all the TV shows, all the games, and
Okay.
everything else.
And
Fair
you-
enough.
When
But
you
hey,
see, now let me finish. When you see the top 25 TV broadcasts for 2017-18, you know what you're going to see in the top 25? The NFL will literally hold about 12 of those spots.
Yeah, that's fine and good.
That's fair enough. But here's the thing, Haven.
Let me finish. And of those 12 spots, 10 of those will be the top 10.
Okay, well, here's the thing.
Because that's what the NFL does.
Haven.
The NBA Finals may get one game up there, and that'll be it.
Okay.
The NFL will dominate.
Very true. But
Will
here's the thing,
dominate
Haven.
the ratings.
You said they took a step back. And that's compounded, Haven, because they've been taking steps back each year.
But it's the thing,
so
though,
when
but
you compare
it's a step back for them is still above everybody else.
But
NBA ratings are down 30%
but they're
from
still
last year.
slipping.
Okay.
They're still
No, but
slipping.
they're still
but
slipping,
NBA
though,
ratings
Haven.
are down 30% from
slipping.
last
They're
year.
still slipping,
They dropped
Haven.
more.
Haven, listen.
But
when-
NFL's still higher.
The
they're
NFL
still higher, but they're still slipping, and which means they're
Not a-
losing
not
money.
as- But not as fast as the NBA slipping. The
I have-
NBA's
I
down
have-
30%. The NBA's TV ratings down 30% this year over last year.
Yeah,
NFL dropped 15%.
If you watch some of the NBA games, you'll know why.
And the NFL's only dropped
I don't
15%.
disagree.
at the end of the
This
day,
year from last year. But how much did they drop last year? How much did they drop the
but
year
they're
before?
still, but they're still number one.
But Haven,
They're still.
But
If you look at the top 25 shows, NFL dominates.
There is a shift.
Haven,
There is a shift.
you're telling
coming.
the truth, brother. But here's the thing. They don't care about the fact that they're still number one because they're not number one in the form that they used to be. Okay, that's like saying that a recording artist still went platinum. That's cool, but my last album went 4 times platinum.
But I'm still.
So I've
but
lost
we're
a
saying-
lot
but we're saying
of
is, yes,
momentum.
but you know what? I'm still platinum. Everybody else is still gold.
But
That's
what-
cool,
but
Haven,
what
but you
I'm
can-
platinum, everybody else is still
Haven,
gold.
But the thing is, they
ain't catching me. You ain't catching me.
Here,
Haven,
look.
Haven,
Catching
Haven,
me.
listen.
You ain't catching the NFL, baby.
The NFL is not comparing themselves
Watch
to other
this.
people. They're comparing themselves to who they used to be.
hey,
And to them, their goal is to get back to where they were.
Wait.
So
when
you're
it comes
looking
to
to
advertising
Wait,
dollars,
watch this.
they're still the big dog.
The NFL used NBA players to sell football games. There is a shift that is moving in this country, and the NFL is not as popular as it has
Not
been.
as popular.
And for the first time that I can ever remember, a Super Bowl week was dominated by another sport. And the NBA, its popularity.
You know what? We'll test it when
The NBA's
when the
popular.
NBA Finals comes
It doesn't.
up.
TV ratings
Look
are
at
not
those
everything.
ratings.
It's not about TV ratings. First of all, one of the biggest reasons, since you want to get into it,
Let's get
you
into
want
it.
to talk about
Let's get
TV
into
ratings.
it.
The
Let's
only
get into
reason
it.
football is so popular is because all the degenerate gamblers get out there and they bet on everything with the Super Bowl.
Here's a
That's
debar-
like 60% of the audience.
You wish
listen,
it was just
hey,
degenerate gamblers.
Hey, y'all, look,
It's
when,
more
that's-
when these
than
light
first
skinned
of all.
dudes get together.
It's more than just gamblers.
So it's the
when the
degenerate
DeBarge
gamblers.
brothers start arguing, y'all,
And
the faces start turning
basically,
red.
the Super Bowl comes down to degenerate gamblers and the people that want to watch the commercials. That's where all the extra eyeballs come from for the Super Bowl.
Right.
Okay, so that's fine and good, but
The NBA,
that
the
still does
NFL.
not, that still does not mean that there is not a shift coming. The NFL is slipping. Their grip is not as ironclad as it was, and that's the bottom line.
Haven.
But the sad part, but the NBA's slipping more.
No, it's not.
The number two.
Who
the
said
number
that?
two
First of
league.
all, I need numbers because
The
that's
rating-
bullcrap.
Okay, you know what?
That's bullcrap.
Google
I'm
it right
calling you
now.
out. Google it out right now.
The NBA's
Absolutely.
ratings are
You're
down
out- that is
30%
absolutely false.
year over year.
That is absolutely
The
false.
NBA's ratings are down 30% year over year.
Wait, says who?
Nielsen.
No,
The
don't
guys
bring
who
me these
look at
Donald
ratings.
Trump facts that
No.
you just pull out of the air.
Nielsen ratings.
Where is
NBA
that?
ratings are down year over year
Absolutely.
more
It's
than
going to be
NFL.
huge.
That's
It's gonna be
absolutely
huge.
exactly.
You can't help it. The
That's
NFL
fake.
It's gonna be
right, that
huge.
right
number
there
one.
is fake news.
You
But
can't help it. NFL's number
at the
one.
end, see, because
It's
the
okay.
football
Are
dude
y'all-
gets
It's
are
okay
y'all-
to
are y'all
make
the
watching
football
number
dude
one.
gets upset.
Are y'all watching this, yo? This
The-
is
You're just
Chico,
mad
this-
because
yo.
NFL's number one.
The football
That's
dude
okay.
gets upset
It's
when you
okay.
talk about
It's okay.
anytime you attack that shield.
It's okay.
When you attack that
It's
shield,
okay
the football
it's okay.
people get
Football's
upset.
number one.
So this is
It's
case
okay.
study.
College football's
This is-
number two.
this is the case
College
study.
basketball's like 13.
This is the
college
ca-
basketball's behind
This is
MLS
the case study
soccer.
of what
But
happens
that's okay.
with the football dude that gets
Hey,
attacked.
That's
y'all,
okay.
straight up. This is how L and Chico argue over the
But that's okay, though.
over the Who
That's
Is
okay,
Johnny
because look,
single.
I'll put it like this.
That was-
Go talk about the greatest of basketball. NFL's number one.
football
NBA's
guy.
number two.
Look, you see what
College
happens with
football.
the football
Let
guy.
me
Look
finish.
at him.
Let me finish.
The football
Need
guy gets
more
upset.
input.
College
What movie was
football is number
With the
three.
robot?
Circuit, man.
Short circuit. Who
College
is
football's number
Johnny?
three.
Look, this
Then you
is
got Major League Baseball. College
Okay, that's
basketball,
fine and good.
someplace behind Major League
need more
Soccer.
input.
Not all number ones are rated the same.
College
The
basketball,
NFL,
someplace behind Major League Soccer.
But hey,
Maybe
man,
if they're
at
lucky.
the end of the day,
Hey,
the
if they're
NFL,
lucky, they-
their
they-
product
Hey,
is
it's
soccer.
never a good thing to lose
College
ground.
basketball
their
behind
product,
boxing.
they are
As far as
losing
TV
ground.
rating.
And at the end of the day, that's
Hey,
all
it's
that
never a
matters.
good
They're
thing to
losing
lose ground.
ground.
You said that.
They're losing ground.
Hold
But the
on.
NBA's losing more ground
Okay,
than NFL.
okay, we're not talking about NBA. The NFL.
We're comparing the two.
They're absolutely
No, no.
not.
They're
We're,
both-
we're comparing it to the
We're
The,
NFL.
comparing
the,
the two.
NBA
We're
is
comparing
as,
it to the
the
NFL of the
NBA
past.
is as popular
So,
right now.
the NFL
James Harden is a bigger star than anybody in the NFL right now.
True.
Period.
True.
So once again,
True. LeBron James. True.
LeBron James and James Harden are both bigger stars than anybody in the NFL
True.
right now. There are no stars in the NFL.
I don't
Who's
know.
the biggest
because
star in the second
The
rate
biggest
league?
star, and peep this out.
Hey,
Guess
man.
who the biggest star is in the NFL?
Tom Brady.
No, Peyton Manning, and he's retired. That's
you know what?
That's the status
But
of your
listen,
game right now.
but listen, though.
Here's
That's
the
why
thing.
we- hey,
But
look,
you know,
we gotta
here's
point
the
this
difference
out.
between NFL and NBA.
We gotta point this
Here's the
out.
difference. The NFL is based on individual
Hey.
stars. NBA is based on
Hey.
NFL is based on
Mike.
teams.
Hey.
Haven
Mic drop.
actually has on some Tom Brady
Pe-
shoes tonight.
People follow teams.
He's got on
Mic drop.
some Tom Brady
So-
kangaroos.
People follow
How,
teams
how,
in the
how do they
NFL.
mean when people
in the NFL,
care
in
about
NBA, you
any
follow
of these
individual
athletes
players.
in the NFL? You have the potential of stars, but right now the NFL has nobody to take the mantle.
No, that's true.
Because all
They don't
these
need anybody
guys,
to take the
they
mantle.
don't have any faces.
They don't
in
need
the
faces.
NFL,
It's like
which-
when golf
No,
watch-
that's completely
NFL
false.
It's
That's
like,
why-
it's like no,
that's
no,
why-
no.
Packers
Haven.
fans-
Everybody
no,
needs
no,
faces.
no,
Haven,
Packers-
look at
no.
what happened to golf when they
Absolutely
lost Tiger
not.
Woods.
Absolutely
Golf
not.
thought that they could hand off the throne.
NFL's
to Tiger.
not golf. NFL's not the NBA.
Hey, the NFL is business.
No, the NBA is based
The
on
NFL is business.
That's
Haven.
absolutely
They're not
false. First
no,
of
it's
all,
not false.
Peyton Manning,
It's not false.
Brett Favre, Tom Brady, those were the faces of the NFL for 20 years.
And they're all on
And they're
the
all
la-
gone.
end of their
And there
career.
are
Yeah.
no faces to coming up. And if you don't think that is important, then I cannot have this conversation
Patrick
with
Mahomes
you.
is coming up.
So what you can
Lamar
do is,
Jackson is coming up.
If you
They
want
had
to
good
support,
seasons. They
if
had
you
good
want to
seasons.
support sanity,
No.
please leave a comment
This guy knows
in
what he's
regards to
talking
this.
about.
The
You
football
see,
people are
that's what
getting
this guy's
mad
crazy.
right now.
Haven,
They're
no.
upset.
Hold on.
That's what's got crazy. That's
Hold
what's
on.
got
But Haven,
crazy.
okay, let's look at the numbers. And this is comparing the NFL to the NFL. Their ratings were down how much this year?
6%,
6%. How much were they down last year?
16%.
16%. How much were they down the year before?
They weren't. They were up.
They were up the year before?
Yeah.
So 16 and 6 is what? 22%.
Yes. And
But
NBA,
that's whoa. We're not talking about the NBA. You've lost nearly a quarter of your viewers. Haven, that's never an okay
Oh,
thing.
and peep this out.
But you're still
the
number
NBA,
one.
The
Okay.
NBA, the
But you're
NBA
still
was
number
up.
one.
But you're not what you once were.
But
And
you're
that's
still,
all- Haven,
but you're still number one by
Haven.
far.
But listen,
But
Haven.
you're still number one by far.
Okay,
You still
fair.
produce the number one
Okay.
TV show every year for the past 30
Okay,
years.
Okay, let's
The
go ahead.
past 30 years, you
Haven,
have the number one
Haven.
TV show.
Let's go ahead.
By far.
Let's go ahead and register that as a fact. Lowest
but
rated Super
still,
Bowl. Haven.
the number one show
NFL?
Haven.
by far.
Haven.
Lowest rated Super Bowl since 2003.
But Haven, let's
Which
okay.
still makes it.
Haven,
Bar
that's
Which still
fine.
makes it the number one
That
show.
is,
Haven,
but that,
we're gonna
that's
rate-
fine, but that
still
is
makes it the
that.
number
If
one
you
show.
think that none of this matters
No, no,
and all
hold
these
on, hold
numbers
on,
matter,
hold on,
that's
hold on,
you.
let me-
listen,
hold on,
listen.
hold on,
No,
hold
no,
on,
no,
hold
no,
on,
just
hold on,
wait.
hold on.
If the
Haven,
NBA
you
is
said a
better,
lot.
why does NBA have
Haven,
the number one
nobody's
show?
we're not talking about the NBA right now. You're talking about the NBA.
No,
Haven,
we're
hold
comparing
on.
football and basketball.
No, you're
We're
comparing football and basketball. I'm
That-
comparing football and football.
That
This-
was the
Haven,
conversation.
if you listen
the
for a
conversation
second.
was football and
No, it's
basketball.
not. Haven, no, it's
that
not.
was the conversation.
You made it about football and basketball. Nobody else did.
And that's my conversation.
No. Why?
This
listen.
is number one.
Okay, if you listen that or listen. Okay, that's fair. Everybody listening. The NFL is the number one sports, major league sports in the country.
Agreed.
Not done. Nah.
That's my argument. That's my whole argument.
That's your argument. He's done. Good. Thank you. Where's the off button?
Agreed.
But here is the thing. They are losing ground. In the last 2 years, they've lost nearly a quarter of their viewers. There is nothing on the planet that would suggest that is okay or a good thing. That is always bad. If Amazon, Google, whoever, what are the top country? Apple, you lose a quarter of your customers, it's awful. That's too much.
But listen, you know what you're forgetting? Do you remember that Monday Night Football game?
Oh yeah, the Rams
Kansas
and Chiefs.
City.
Oh, the Chiefs and the Rams, yes.
That was the highest rated Monday Night Football game ever in the history of Monday Night Football.
Okay,
Ever.
that's fair.
So, yes, I see your point that the NFL audience is slipping, but what are they slipping to? It's so diluted now. They've got friggin' axe throwing on ESPN2. They've got
Absolutely.
professional cornhole. They're running out of stuff to
That's-
put on the TV.
That's very true. That's very true.
Absolutely.
It's crazy because you look, I have a 13-year-old. I don't know you guys, some of you guys have kids, whatever. My son listens to 7-second videos. That's his favorite thing in the world. There's not going to be
And truthfully,
an audience.
that right there
in
is
15
one of the
years.
reasons why I feel that NFL's popularity is failing
Well,
as well.
also because-
it's because
Think
the
about
games
that.
are way
Think about
too
that.
long.
Also,
Watch
it's
a
the same thing
basketball
that's
game.
going on with baseball,
But
Major League
watch a
Baseball.
basketball game,
Their
and
fan
you're
bases
right.
are aging.
They're losing their fans.
Their fan
because
base are aging.
These kids, God, I sound like my dad. I sound like my dad. But the kids, the fans, that their future audience in 10 years, when they're the ones that are going to spend the money, the expendable income, these are the people that are watching these
And they're watching
15-second
basketball.
videos
Fellas,
going,
I'm
wow,
gonna-
that was great. Let's watch another 40
Because
videos in
basketball
40
has
minutes.
what? Highlights.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it real.
And the NFL does
No,
not.
but here's the thing, though. So they're not watching basketball either because
My man.
basketball's TV ratings are down.
Hey.
So not watching basketball.
Okay,
They're
but
watching
see-
it
but see-
online.
but-
They're
but
watching
see-
it online.
listen,
They're not
Billy,
watching online.
No,
'cause their
they're
ratings
watching
are
the
down.
highlights.
But listen,
online.
the NBA may be down slightly, but guess what? They were up.
They're not down slightly. They're down like 30%.
No,
That's not
no,
slightly.
they're not down 30%. First of
it.
all, no, they're not.
Google it.
Hey, you folks out
Second
there
of all,
listening.
they
Somebody
had a
look that up for us.
38% increase
Somebody
last
look that up
year.
for us. Somebody look that
And
up
dropped
for us.
it. And they dropped it this year.
Somebody look that
They're
up for
not
us.
down
Hey, folks,
30%.
y'all tuning in.
But
Somebody post something for us in terms of what are the the NBA's ratings.
When
Are they down this year and by how much?
when Madden football turns to Damian Lillard
Now.
and James Harden to sell
Now.
football games,
Now watch this. Now watch
that's
this.
what tells me they're
Now
in
watch
trouble.
this. I'm about to flip the script.
Uh-oh.
Because football is not
and
just.
he picked the mic back up when he said he was done.
That's right. Because NFL is not. I mean, when I say football, it's more not just the NFL. We go back to college ranks too, because I'm talking about all football.
No
'Cause
one
college-
cares about that college football. That
college
was
football-
like the least watched national championship in a while.
But if you look at
no
the
one
ratings-
cared.
Alabama
but if
by
you look at the
14.
ratings,
No one
Alabama-
cared.
but if you look
By
at the
14.
ratings for college football,
Okay,
sticking
but
to
you're
my
going by
guns.
overall ratings.
It's
But you
up
got to
there.
understand that it's slipping. Attendance is slipping. People's
not like college
ca-
basketball tends to slip.
It's not slipping. It's all no. It's not that college basketball's not slipping.
No, it is.
What you
It is
understand?
slipping.
It's not
College
slipping.
basketball is slipping.
Attendance is down.
Right.
But viewership has not gone anywhere.
Because
The
nobody's
thing-
watching to begin with.
But I'm telling you that football does
People in
not,
3 states watch college basketball. Only 3 states.
Football is
North
is
Carolina,
no,
Indiana,
but okay,
Kentucky.
but we're not talking about college basketball. I'm talking about
The lady cards. Watch
I'm
out.
talking about
watch
the
out.
NBA. The NBA is as popular as it's ever been.
And still not as
true.
popular as the NFL.
Okay, but that's fine.
And never will be.
But
Interna-
hey,
never will.
you know what? You know who he sounds
internationally,
like?
they-
Never will be.
Internationally.
If you
But I'm
talk,
talking
if you talk to
national.
people 30
No,
years ago,
I
they
just made a good point.
said that
Hey,
boxing
wait a
and
minute.
horse racing would never be supplanted as the number one most popular sports in America. Where's boxing and horse racing now?
The horse race was nowhere near
MMA
number one.
and dog racing.
Yeah.
They've overtaken them.
Yeah.
But
So
no. I just made a very good point. Let's highlight that
yes,
to my benefit.
yes. Please.
Internationally, the NBA is blowing the NFL off the
Internationally,
map.
the NBA is already more popular,
They're
which is one of the
blowing the
reasons why
NFL out the
NBA
map.
has picked up so much steam.
Blowing the
about-
NBA, blowing the
because the
NFL
NBA
off the map internationally.
Yeah, nationally. We're talking about nationally. In the United States.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's-
because that's all that matters.
I mean, but
right?
viewership
No, hey,
numbers
it's not.
matter all around the world.
No, it's not.
Worldwide viewership matters.
Even if you take worldwide viewership, NFL still has more viewers than
That's
NBA.
fine. That's fine.
And then-
But the bottom at the end
No,
of the
I
day,
disagree.
NFL's
Because
popularity.
China alone. No.
The Super Bowl literally has
The Super Bowl. We're
more
talking about.
viewers than the NBA
The
Finals.
We're
NFL's
talking about the season.
the NFL's
NFL's
popularity
more
is
viewers.
slipping.
But
But
throughout the season,
we will say-
in the NBA international.
we will have plenty of time to get into that.
There's no way.
Congratulations, Tom Brady.
No way.
On your 6th ring.
No way.
You joined Michael Jordan with your 6th championship ring.
Congratulations.
Good job.
Phil still has 11.
You finally beat my man who had the title for the longest time at 5 championships, at 5 Super Bowls.
The black guy.
The black guy.
You have no idea who it is, do you? He played for the 49ers and Cowboys.
No, I don't know.
It's not Deion Sanders.
Had 5 Super Bowls. Oh.
Tell us.
Charles Haley.
Charles
Haley.
Taylor.
Charles Haley. Oh, did he have 5 Super Bowls? That's right,
5.
because he was on that 49ers team. He
Yep.
sure was.
There it is.
That's right.
Your Black History Month
Looky
fact
there.
right here.
Hey,
He
but you know
finally
what?
passed him up.
I mean,
What a
it was
spirited
it was
discussion.
it was a
And
terrible
shout out to
game.
Black History Month. We're in
It
the
was
4th
just-
day of February.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Black
Absolutely.
History Month
It
full
was just a
effect.
rough end, but the NFL's had a rough season. I mean, replay
no,
was
NFL's
all
had a
over the
great
place.
season.
Officiating was all over the place. No, it wasn't.
No,
I mean,
it was
a great
terrible.
season.
you had Patrick Mahomes, and he was a bright spot, but it was not a good season.
No.
in
The
NFL.
Chargers had a great season. The
No
Rams
one
had a great
cared
season.
about none of that.
The Breeze had a great
None-
I mean,
of that matters
the
at all.
Rams.
What you mean?
The Rams were popular. Pat Mahomes was popular.
Dude, that was
No
one
one cared about the Patriots at all.
that was
all
one of the
year
best
long.
games.
Nobody
Chiefs,
talked
Rams,
about them.
Patriots. I mean,
No,
the
you
Patriots,
paid attention to all that.
when the ratings
No
come
one-
out, you will see
I-
these were some of the biggest.
If you were
games
listening,
ever.
if you were listening to sports talk radio nationally,
Oh.
It's
you
all
can get
NFL.
you can get
Was
the
that a shot?
No,
Was that a shot?
It wasn't.
Hey, look.
It
look,
hasn't
this
been all
whole
year
season
long.
has been
no
NFL.
one because there are no stars in the NFL. The NFL is
There- there's no-
starving
Patrick
for
Mahomes,
young stars.
Lamar Jackson. What are you talking about?
and-
Baker
and
Mayfield.
one of the biggest problems
What are
is
you talking about?
every
Those
guy
are
that
stars.
No, they're not. Okay, because
Baker
once-
Mayfield's not a star. Lamar Jackson's not a star.
No, because
star.
but see, the
Lamar
problem
Jackson's
is,
not a
you know what?
star.
They thought
star.
Carson Wentz was going to be a star. Where was Carson
Pat-
Wentz this year? Hayden?
Patrick Mahomes not
This
a
is
star?
no,
star.
because
Mahomes not a
they
star?
don't have it. None of these guys have had staying power. Yes, they're the hot thing right now, but they got to
They're
do
hot,
it more than one
but they're not
year.
stars.
You
I'm
got
stars.
to do it more than 1 year.
They're stars.
And Carson Wentz couldn't do it.
They're
Like,
stars.
there's not. They are starving for the next Peyton Manning.
They're not starving. NFL's not starving for next play. I'm going to tell you why.
This,
You
is,
know
this
why?
is why
No.
you can't have a conversation
No.
with a football dude, because it's
No.
like having a conversation
No. I'm gonna tell
with,
you why.
like along political
Because-
lines. Like they
no,
don't
I'm gonna-
listen.
I'm going to
No,
tell
I
you why.
agree,
Because
because
the
it's not
NFL,
happening at
it's
all.
no, because
ridiculous.
the NFL is about teams. People
Okay.
follow
The
teams.
NFL is slipping,
Packers
B.
fans
Okay.
are Packers
The
fans,
NFL
no matter
is
who's the
slipping,
quarterback.
B. Yo, the NFL is
We
slipping.
can, we,
You know what?
we-
When the ratings
we
come
can,
out,
we can digress.
we'll see who's
Here we go with the
slipping.
ratings.
We'll see who
Look.
dominates the top 25
Here we go
Nielsen ratings
with the ratings.
when the
Hey,
ratings
wait
for
a
the
minute.
season come out.
Wait a minute. Wait.
We'll see who dominates.
Hold
We'll see what America
up.
tunes in to watch.
Here we
Wait,
go.
wait,
We'll
wait,
see.
wait, wait.
When the Nielsen ratings come out for the
All
year,
right, thank
we'll
you.
see who America tunes in to watch.
How you